Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. We are here with my best friend, Kiki the Cupcake Girl.
What's up?
All right, Kiki, what are we talking about?
Okay, we got to get into some things, child. So,
Yes.
Number one, this Marlo Drew beef. What is going on with that?
What is going on?
Okay, so the girls have taken it to Instagram at this point. So, Drew got online and she was saying how Marlo should be ashamed of herself. Like, shame on you, Marlo. You're humiliating me.
Wait, shame on Marlo because Marlo went on to Watch What Happens Live, right?
Yes.
Well, on the show, she was saying how Drew Sidora is built like a SpongeBob box, Mickey Mouse ass.
They've been saying that about Drew. I think Drew's a beautiful woman. I don't really see too much wrong with her body. I feel like she's shaped like everybody else. Maybe not like everybody else, but I mean, her shape is pretty basic to me. But yes, they call her SpongeBob and she's shaped like a square and, you know, she about to go flip Krabby Patties at the doggone Krusty Krab.
Side note, do you remember the SpongeBob Square twins?
No, who is that?
Bad Girls Club.
Sade and Sinead.
No, the ones that got beat up by Gia and them.
Oh, Danny and Gabby.
Yes. Okay. But yes, Drew, what's her name? Marlo Hampton was body shaming, built like a Mickey Mouse square ass. And then she went on to Watch What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen was like, I mean, do you feel like there's any issue with you body shaming that girl? And she was like, Marlo said that if you're going to have a body consulting business,
yes,
or workout business, then your body should be on point, which I kind of disagree with. Well, I agree and then I disagree. Because I think Drew's whole point is I want women who have average bodies to be motivated to work out. You don't have to be super, super fit like a Sheree in order to be a leader in the fitness space.
Well, I personally feel like Drop It With Drew, I feel like it's just trying to get people at a healthier state than what they were. I don't think Drop It With Drew or her brand is fitness and health. It's just getting to where you need to be so you're not like all the way, you know, back. But when I think about Drew, I don't think about a fitness girl. Like, she's an actress. But I think people coming after her body, that is, I love Marlo, but that is kind of whack. Like, there are other reads we can say. Like, can we leave the body stuff? We did that in 2006. I think we should like definitely move on. As far as humiliating her, like she's going through a public divorce. Girl, you are on TV now. Like, the world is seeing all of this. So if Marlo speaks on it, it's not like it hasn't been spoke on before. So I think she's a bit in her feelings, but I don't know. I'm always going to be Team Marlo. I feel like Drew is doing a lot. I need her to kind of dial it back.
Doing a lot as far as what?
I mean, making these long, like, paragraphs on Instagram, like, for what?
Okay, so Drew Sidora did do an Instagram dissertation and said, I'm sitting here in disbelief that Marlo Hampton would attack me by body shaming and attacking my weight at this crucial time in my life. Being a parent, going through a public divorce, public humiliation, and just dealing with stressful emotional issues. Clearly attacking me won't get you very far. If you feel this way about me at this size, I can only imagine what you think about women of all sizes who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders due to comments like yours. All I can say is shame on you.
Okay, number one, she wasn't talking about all women. She was talking about you.
She was talking about you.
She was talking about you. And I think another thing people like to do is, oh, you talked about my body, so you hate all women who... No, girl, me and you have an issue.
But I see where Drew is coming from. It's like, okay, Drew's not big.
No.
Drew's not like totally out of shape. She's a normal, average looking woman with a normal, average body. So if you attack her body, how do you feel about a Lizzo? I think that's what she's saying.
Okay, but she's not fighting with Lizzo. I'm fighting with you. So there's a difference.
So it's just personal.
Yes, it's very personal.
Okay, so then Marlo Hampton went on to Instagram and responded as well. And she posted a clip that was on the show of them in Portugal. And Drew was basically saying, do you pay taxes? And, you know, do you do drugs? Can you do a drug test and worry about getting your record expunged, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Marlo Hampton said at Drew Sidora, you have gone around stating bold-faced lies about me for almost a year now. Anyone who knows me knows how anti-drug I am. Okay, Candy. So many members of my family suffer from substance abuse issues till this day. When I was a child, I vowed to stay away from drugs. Okay, dare, right?
Child.
I hardly take pain pills. After getting dental work done, I have watched you assassinate my character all season. Your words have been absolutely disgusting and about me this past year. Stop it. I laugh to mask the pain.
Okay, so when does it end? Like, Marlo said something about her body. She's going to say something about drugs. They're just going to keep going back and forth. So
they just beefing. How do you feel about this beef between Drew Sidora and Kandi? So Kandi basically recently did an interview with Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
And she said that things between her and Drew got worse after Kandi was caught low-key outing her friend, talking about how she was kissing LaToya Ali during the Bolo thing, which we already knew because LaToya said it back in season 13.
Yeah, but when LaToya said it, at that point in time, I don't know if I necessarily believed her because I really didn't like her back then. But what happened to the dungeon stays in the dungeon?
Ooh, speak on it.
Because Kandi was the main one advocating for that. So how do you...
And nobody wants to bring that up to Kandi. For the bloggers that are going on to the speak on it, please ask Kandi, PSA, because I know she's not going to choose me. PSA. Ask her what happened to what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon.
Literally the captain of that train and was the first one to jump off the train. Because where's the loyalty? Even if she did kiss LaToya, whatever, why is that relevant now? What was the point of that? I'm confused.
I think they was having a conversation about Kandi's movie, and then they started having a conversation about like whoever kissed the girl. And the only reason, what's her face? Kandi says that the only reason why she was talking about it is because she felt as though there were no cameras on them.
That's a lie.
Even though her friend Manietta was like this.
That's a lie.
And Marlo was like that.
So we just gonna sit up here and lie. If we're not gonna be truthful, just cancel the show.
Kandi lying about that?
About her, Drew kissing LaToya? Or about the
the cameras?
First of all, everybody has a phone. You're on a reality show. They be taking footage from y'all phone anyway. So what makes you think in this moment it would be different?
And Kandi is aware that production gave them specific instructions to film because they're cheap. Camera crew got to go to bed. They're under union.
They're on strike.
They're on strike. Okay, you're not going to work us all throughout the hour so y'all can talk about y'all lesbian alleged escapades.
Literally, I just feel like
the producers told them to film.
I believe that. And I feel like everybody knew. Because didn't Drew look right at the camera? I feel like she looked right at Marlo's camera. Slick.
I don't remember.
Okay, remember like Drew was talking to LaToya, I think, like she called her, and Marlo was filming Drew. And I'm pretty sure Drew looked up.
She might have.
So, and everybody has an updated iPhone on that show. I don't think anybody...
Except for Sheree, who has an Android and an iPhone 6.
Outside of Sheree, everybody has a updated iPhone, which means they're huge. They're basically mini tablets. So nobody is sneaking recording you. Everybody can see an iPhone in your face. So this just sounds like people don't want to be held accountable. I don't think it's cool to out Drew. If she's not comfortable saying she's kissing girls, that's nobody else's business. I don't think anybody needs to out her. That was kind of whack on Kandi's part because honestly, we had all forgot about LaToya. Like she said that
nobody even cared.
Yeah, she said that on the reunion, but like you said, that was 2 years ago.
I feel like Drew made it worse by trying to call Kandi a liar. I think they're both wrong. Kandi is wrong for perpetuating this narrative about the kiss. Drew is wrong for calling her friend a liar. They're both being shitty.
I don't think she should have called Kandi a liar.
Because we know you kissed that girl and we know Kandi not lying.
At this point, sorry sis, kind of out the bag. But maybe she should have pulled Kandi to the side. That would have been better. She could have easily told her, I didn't want my business out there. Like...
Right. Just off camera like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, girl, we supposed to be friends. We in this alliance. Like, hey, we supposed to be going in on Marlo and Courtney.
Ciao.
Okay, so how do you feel about Courtney?
I like Courtney. And I know a lot of people don't like her. I personally like Courtney. I didn't like her at first because I thought she was coming on very strong. Like, the thirst was real. But after a few episodes, I was like, okay, I can get with her. And when she was speaking on Kenya, saying Kenya's a mean girl, isn't that like public information? People be acting shocked.
So apparently, okay, so Courtney, she did an interview with David from Behind the Velvet Rope. and she said that not only is Kenya Moore a villain and a mean girl on camera, but she acts the same way when the cameras are down.
I
And she
believe it.
recalled a story when they went to Alabama and they were doing a scene, I guess, in the hotel lobby or something like that.
Right.
And Kenya chewed off the producer's head because the lighting was too low.
I believe it. I definitely believe that. I see her doing that. I personally think Kenya's a mean girl. She been a mean girl since season 5, since she came on the doggone show. The only time she wasn't a mean girl was season 11. Because she wasn't on there.
And I was like, Courtney. And then she said, I think the guy was like, oh, well, maybe they can switch out Kenya for like a Portia. She was like, yeah, we could get Portia. She's another strong personality to replace Kenya. Nobody's going to miss Kenya. I wouldn't be mad at that. And so they're saying that Courtney Rhodes is on a campaign to get Kenya fired.
Okay, Kenya do get on my nerves, but I don't. If we're gonna replace anybody, let's not replace Kenya. Kenya's good TV. She's gonna give us a show.
So who need to go?
Out of all the girls, I would say either Drew or Candy.
Child.
No. Okay, so I'm trying to think who's on the show. Like not the friends, but the main wives. Candy, Drew, Marlo, Sonya. Is that it?
Kenya. Sheree.
Oh, replace Sheree. I'm sorry. I forgot about it. See?
Damn.
Like, get rid of Sheree. Get rid of Sheree.
Damn. Why? You got Martell. She's like the anchor. She's trying to be the grandma of the group.
Well,
she got a new nose to look like. They say she looked like Drew. You think she looked like Drew?
I thought the people were saying she looks like Hazel Lee.
She looked like all of them.
I think Sheree looks
great.
I think Sheree is a beautiful woman. She's so pretty to me. But we're okay. We're okay.
Why?
I don't think she's adding anything to the show. Like, let's be honest. Portugal was the worst cast trip I ever seen in my life. Like,
what about
it was so boring.
What about Marlo's cabin trip to Blue Ridge?
That was pretty bad too, but that was better than Portugal.
I do think it was better than Portugal. Was a mess.
It was so lame. It was boring. I couldn't even get through the episode.
Wait, what about Alabama?
Alabama was horrible.
I think Alabama was the worst trip.
Alabama was the worst trip. Portugal was the worst group cast trip international to me. Because I always look forward to the cast trips. I think the cast trips are like the most fun parts of the season. But that was a mess. Even their doggone cuff it challenge at the end. I was like,
that was so cringy. I was like, what the fuck?
Cut this off. Cut the cameras.
And cut the cameras, dead ass. And Bravo couldn't even play the music. We doing the cuff. Why would they even show that?
It was like, let's teach them the cuff it challenge. I'm like, if
and
y'all
white people in the background who Drew called pilgrims.
First of all, why was she? Child.
Speaking of cuffits, we're going to the Beyonce concert tonight.
Period.
Kenya, Candy, LaToya, they was there. They had their own little club suite.
Yes.
Right above, like the first, section.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was giving, they were kind of upstaging Beyonce a little bit because everybody.
I don't know about upstaging Beyonce.
I think before Beyonce came on, the whole section had kind of like turned around and like was waving at Candy, and they were like dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will say out of all three of those ladies, I thought Candy looked the best. LaToya was second best, and Kenya was last.
What was wrong with Kenya?
I wasn't a fan of what she had on.
It didn't fit.
Well, I can't speak on that now.
It didn't fit.
But I felt like Kenya's so. Do she get on my nerves? Absolutely. She gets on my nerves, and I think she's a mean girl. Ooh. I think she's a gorgeous woman, and I'm going to give credit where credit is due. She's very beautiful, and I feel like she has enough money. She could have got a stylist or something to style her that night.
Candy did look really good.
Candy looked really great. I think they were all going for like that metallic alien superstar vibe, and I think Candy did it the best. Now, I will say this. When it comes to costumes, Candy, I don't know who her team is, but she will get a costume.
Okay, yeah, she'll get they don't all look good, though.
I feel like if there's a theme, she's going to be on theme.
Okay.
And she's usually going to be the best.
What I like about Candy is she puts in the effort.
Yes.
A for effort.
For sure. Like when I think
about... The execution ain't always an A, but A for effort.
I feel like when I think about all the themed events that have happened on the show, like the Cynthia Bailey birthday party,
right.
She did a great job. When they had the little dungeon reunion, she was the only one that was very dungeony, like that vintage dungeon.
Right. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Like she will get the costumes and the themes together. So She looked great. Latoya was cute with her pregnant belly. I love, to see that. That was cute. Yeah, I just think Kenya, like, if she was gonna go for Alien Superstar, I felt like she really could have slayed, but that was like a partial slay.
I didn't
A
like it.
minute
It didn't
slay.
fit. It didn't look good. Kenya's, to me, I think Kenya is one of those. She's kind of like Giselle a little bit.
Slick.
Like she relies on her natural beauty, which
Slick.
is fine.
Slick.
You know what I mean? If you don't have the natural beauty, then you dress up a little bit more. You know what I mean? But Kenya relies on her. Her hair. Her hair is she is her hair, and her hair is her.
I am not my hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like Giselle in more than one way. The style is there. The other stuff is there too. They should be besties.
How do you feel about Kandi? What's the fate of Kandi? Like, you said she should return? Because everyone in all of these interviews that she's doing, they're like Cynthia was telling her, like, if you were to ever leave the show, like, I feel like you could do it. You could step out. You could still be successful, whatever. She went on to Entertainment Tonight. They asked her the same thing, and she ended up saying that she did not plan her exit from the show yet. When she went on my show, I was like, girl, if you leave the show, you can focus on that EGOT.
Yeah, she really could.
So I feel like, I don't know, are the writings on the wall? Is it Kandi's last season? We saw that she was sitting on the end of that damn couch. Okay, who are the stars of this season? Let me ask you that.
The stars, definitely Marlo, Kenya.
Kenya, a star of this season?
I feel like Kenya is she's good television.
Like,
so
who had the main, like, who was the main characters this season?
Oh, I would say definitely Marlo.
And then who would be the secondary character?
I can't think of anybody else. I guess Drew.
I would say Drew and Kandi.
I would say Drew.
I would say Drew, Kandi, and Marlo. And the fact that Kandi is all the way, I feel like this has been Kandi's most relevant season since Dungeon Gate. Drug Gate.
Oh, yeah, season 9. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Oh,
and she
my
sat by
gosh.
Andy. That was the only time she sat by Andy. Why is she all the way on the end? You know what that means, right?
That means you're boring. You didn't have a storyline. There was nothing to talk about with you.
But I felt like there was a lot to talk about with Kandi. So I'm trying to figure out, why would the producers sit her all the way at the end?
Well, maybe she doesn't want to be close.
But there's a middle seat.
Maybe she didn't want to sit in the middle.
Why?
I feel like Kandi at this point, she's been on there so long that she probably has some say-so. And maybe she just didn't want to be... Because, okay, let's think about all the drama. Like, they're going to talk about Ralph and Drew. That's really big.
Is it? Who cares? Their marriage was hanging on by a thread when we met them.
Well, it's like this whole cheating thing. Like, that's going to be a hot topic. So that's going to be at the forefront. Then you have, I think, Marlo and Scott Lee and everything. Marlo and these flowers and all that stuff. Like,
so cute. They're so cute.
I love Scott Lee.
Like him?
Oh my gosh, he is so handsome to me.
We got to get him on the show.
I love
him and
Scott
Marlo.
Lee. Yes, Team Scott Lee, Team Marlo. I love them. I think they're such a cute couple. I hope they make that work.
We hope they go the distance.
Yes.
All right, so okay, so who got to go? Who got to stay? Dreamcast. Who's coming back next? Did we already talk about this?
If I had a Dreamcast, Portia, Nene. Y'all know I love Nene. I have to have Nene. So Portia, Nene. I would say Kenya for some drama. Sonya, Marlo.
Sonya, the girls hate.
I love Sonya.
I do too.
She is like, I don't know, like she's kind of, I don't want to call her regular or normal because she's extraordinary.
She's stable, right?
She's stable.
She's stable. She has a stable family.
She's very
level-headed. They say she's the new Cynthia, but I think she's spicier. Well, I don't know. I
think
can
get spicy.
She stands her ground. She's not a ass kisser. You know what I mean? Like, she's a very just like, normal.
I root for Sonya. I root for Ross. I root for her family. I absolutely love her. I think she was a great, at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this girl.
Same.
But I think she was a great addition to the show and I absolutely love her. I would love to have her on again. I think it's time for Sheree to exit. I think she needs to focus on She by Sheree.
Okay, so keep everybody, get rid of Sheree, add Portia and Nene.
Get rid of Sheree, get rid of Monyetta. Let's bring back the real friends, the Tanyas. Tanya might have been the best friend.
Tanya. Marlo and Tanya were the best friends.
They were the best friends ever.
Get your ass back on the TV screen. What the hell wrong with you, Felina Canada?
Come back, Tanya. We
Girl,
love Tanya time.
Like, apparently Paul and Tanya done broke up because she was out there getting her peaches cobbled by Bolo,
No,
allegedly.
no.
I'm pretty sure. Like,
I would hate that. I loved her with Paul.
I know.
And
They
you
were
know
so
what?
cute.
I'm so glad you said that because I follow Tanya on Instagram. Hey, girl. And I just personally feel like I have not seen him in a minute. Like, now that you said that, I have not seen her post Paul.
It's Tanya time.
I'm so sad. Wow.
I want Tanya
that just
on the
broke
show
my heart.
so bad. Like, that would be like, her and Portia would be my number one.
Dream.
I think Tanya would be more interesting because I want to ask, like, so where's Paul? Why did you leave the show? Why did you flee to Canada? Did you f Bolo?
Child.
Did you f Portia?
The
Did
people
you
want
lick
to
her
know.
box?
Mm.
Her cooch?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, don't let Drew hear it.
Ah!
She'll get jelly. You
No,
think Drew had a
child.
situation with Ty and them and
Mimi.
and yeah.
Drew and Ty. I don't know. Like, do we have any receipts? Like, any text messages? Any phone calls? Like, we don't have anything to connect them. Like, how do they know each other?
Well, Mimi posted them.
Mimi said what?
Mimi's the ex of Ty. So I think after Mimi and Ty broke up, Drew Sidor probably slid in
Okay,
there.
so why would Mimi feel some type of way if they were broken
Because
up?
she's jealous.
Well, girl.
If my ex goes and bees with somebody else, oh baby, we got beef. I got beef with you and your new girlfriend / boyfriend. Hell yeah, I'm jealous like that.
Oh, well, I personally feel like if you are broken up, you have no say-so in who I get with
You
now.
don't have any say so, but I can be mad.
Oh, you can be mad, but come on, you're too grown for that. Like, to be on Instagram, like, it's one thing to call your friend
they're
and be
reality
like,
stars.
well, I guess so. Ty isn't. She's a basketball player.
She was on Love and Hip Hop.
She was on Love and Hip Hop.
And now
but
she's on Housewives. She's going to appear this season.
Oh, I'm so excited for her. I love that for her.
All right, so Kiki, is that it? Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on the gram at Kiki the Cupcake Girl. Please follow. I would love to see y'all.
All right, so make sure to thank you for watching, first of all. Okay, thank
Absolutely.
you, Kiki the Cupcake Girl, for being on.
Of course. I love coming on.
Yes, thank you. All right, so everyone, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great
day. Bye, guys.
Bye.